summary of this week's lecture. We started with repeating what we learned previous week, and then we started to discuss the cognitive biases. In a nutshell, cognitive bias was a system, a belief system that is set and programmed, that perhaps we use that model for sense making. Like if we see something, we use the data that we previously received and look at the new picture through the data we have. So what happens there is a shortcut. Instead of trying to figure out what's happening here in detail, we use the data we have previously, and we call it being biased. And biases are distorting our sense making. For instance, we spoke about optimism bias, we spoke about conformity, and we spoke about self-serving bias. All these biases are making us sense the situation different than what really is. Satisficing is, in order to solve a problem, applying the first available satisfactory and sufficient solution, but not seeking the perfect solution and putting extra effort to find the perfect solution. As a result, our decision-making quality suffers. I guess if we put all these ideas in a framework, everyone in this classroom, every one of you have an ambition, a life goal, a plan. And in order to achieve that plan, unless you have unlimited resources, very unlikely, unlimited resources from your family or the lottery ticket you won, you probably will go to your desired result through your professional skills. And during that professional life, there are some rules, and some of them are visible and some of them are not so visible. But we discussed those invisible rules, and one of the biggest, say, the mistake that we should be aware of is that the managers are generally appointed not because of their people management skills and understanding of other people's emotions and ability to achieve results through growing others, but their technical skills and ability to, say, bring discipline into teams and groups. So in an ideal world, we expect managers to have skills, people skills, have good skills of feedback and emotional intelligence. But generally speaking, first managerial appointments are not done because of these skills, but because of technical skills and ability to discipline people. This is a generalization. It might not be true for every community, every country, every geography, but generally speaking, this is the case. So what do? We might end up learning management from people who didn't learn management from literature, but from the people who they were managed by. And those who they were managed by may not have learned management through science and literature, and they may have been learned managing others through whom they are managed by. So generation after generation, there are certain unwritten rules accepted, and what we discussed as conformity galvanize these mistakes as the truth, as the way how things should be done. And on top of that, people fall in the trap of self-serving bias would never ever take the responsibility of the failure, but blame the outer factors. As a result of conformity, self-serving bias, we are already staying behind the performance that we potentially have. And when you add on top of this self-serving bias and conformity traps, the satisficing, we tend to bring the easiest solution, but not the perfect solution. And if you think about all these cognitive biases not visible to our eyes or say mind, we may end up with far less life quality than we can achieve. So basically, if in a metaphor, if life was, if professional life was a minefield where there are mines, and when you step on that, you have, you suffer. These are traps, these are mistakes we make. The minefield can be passed quite easily if you have a mine detector. And these subjects, like cognitive biases, could be considered as mines, and literature, knowledge about these biases, mine detectors. I hope you will gather as many mine detectors as you can, so that you achieve your career potential, life quality potential, and your targets and dreams. Have a lovely week and be prepared for next week's quiz. Make sure you read the article. See you soon.